thank you for watching Cam Jammin'. I'm Cameron Sheehan. This is going to be a two-part video since I haven't posted one in a while. First part is going to be releasing my 2024 sponsor, announcing it. Second part is going to be a quick in the bag, going from most used to least used discs, from the ones I throw every round on multiple holes to the utility ones I have in the bag, or brand new ones that I just haven't gotten around to really throwing yet, just to kind of fill the bag up. So without further ado, getting started on the first one, my 2024 sponsor is, I wore the wrong shirt. That's no problem, I guess. So let's do a shirt change real quick. Oh, there you go. That's a little better. Team Disc Store, discstore.com, sells a whole bunch of discs, bags. They even have a whole section for Ultimate if you're interested in that. Tons of apparel, shirts, hats. I ended up getting a dice game that they had. Just sell a whole bunch of other things. This year though, they're really pushing for their baskets. So if you're trying to set up a new 9 or 18 hole course, definitely go check those out. But it is a little bit chilly out here, so I'm going to throw on my sweatshirt. There you go, that's better. It's got my PDGA number on the front, my name on the back. Happy to be back with them for the second year. And now on to what's in my bag. Got my cool Mando Lorian towel. Just to start off with, I use this to, dry my discs off and everything. Getting down to the main portion of the bag, I have a Champ Valkyrie. That is a disc my wife throws when she plays with me, so I always have it in the bag. To my main putters, I've switched it up. For the last 9 years or so, I've putted with PA3s, but this year I'm going to try putting with Pixels. Picked this one up last week. I love it a lot. Flies a lot like my Glitches do when I putt with them. They're a little bit heavier and they don't roll away as much as the PA3s. Very just to throw it straight at it and it'll float straight in. So hoping these are going to bring me some good luck this year with putting. To my more throwing putters, I have two Glitches. The white one is a little more brand new, so it doesn't quite get the little pop up and turn as the black one does. I've had this for about 8 months. If you don't have Glitches, I highly recommend going and picking a couple up. They are great utility discs through the woods, in the open, whatever. If you need a shot to go 250 to 300 dead straight, maybe a little bit turn, highly recommend picking those up. And then some more utility putters. I have a Fusang by Yaikun, more for my windier throws that I need. 2303, very stable in the wind, goes straight with the hyzer at the end. And then I just have a brand new PA3 that I use for more of the straighter shots that I need to go a little bit further than my Glitches. To my drivers that I throw all the time, my most used driver, Halo Destroyer. I've got 1, 2, 3 of them in my bag. The red one I use the most. The black one I've had in the bag for 3 or 4 years now. It's kind of more beat in, so it's lost a little bit of the stability. The red one still has the stability. The Cotton Candy Calvin Heimberg one has a little bit of a pop-up to it, so if I need even more distance than the black one, I throw that one a lot. And then a bottom stamp Calvin Heimberg. Got this one, died. Basically just a backup. If I ever lose one of these, I have a backup one just to throw on holes. Other drivers, I've got Cloudbreaker and Time Lapse. Time Lapse I don't throw as much as the Cloudbreaker, mainly because I like the feel a little bit more of the Cloudbreaker than the Time Lapse. They both fly the same, a little bit more pop top to the Cloudbreaker, but they're both pretty stable. I just throw the Cloudbreaker a little bit more. It feels more comfortable in my hand. Alright, my next disc is a roller disc from Lone Star Discs, Tumbleweed. It's a 10-speed, -4, really good for rollers. I really enjoy throwing it. I did throw it through the woods up at Motherlode, which is on the same property as Caliber Disc Golf Course in Sandpoint, and throwing it a little bit softer than I would my normal drivers, giving it enough pop to kind of fly through the woods, really benefited me instead of just throwing my high-speed drivers on like an Annie or throwing them flat to try to force them through the gap. I just throw the tumbleweed up and hopefully it flies through the gaps that I need to. More of the utility discs I have in my bag. I have a Discmania Mentor, -2 flight numbers. I throw this mainly on forehand when I need to, if I don't need something as stable as my other drivers to do. So I don't throw it a ton, just something extra I have in my bag. I have a Boreum from Loft, which is a 14 speed, flies like a destroyer. Again, another just utility disc to have in the bag for fun. A Slab from Infinite, very overstable, flies like an ape. Just, again, another fun disc. And then an Enforcer that I just got last week. Haven't really thrown it much, don't really know how it flies quite yet, but it feels like a stable driver. Those are all the drivers. I'm going to throw those on the ground. Moving on to my fairways from most used to least used. Most used to least used. I have a Legacy Vengeance fairway. I love this thing a lot. I've had it for a couple years. Got it in a mystery box. I compare it to more of like a Thunderbird. Very straight, pretty stable. I throw it a lot forehand just because there are a couple holes that require a forehand but require kind of a mid speed, I guess. Not really so much for a driver or a mid, but kind of like right in between the two, so I throw that one a lot. My next one is my Terra from MVP. Got the more base plastic one, so it has a little bit more pop to it, so it turns over. So anything in the woods 350 that I have to throw dead straight, maybe with a little turn, I throw this. My more stable disc is a Raptor. Throw this when it's very windy out and I need something stable. I can get it to go straight if it's in a headwind as well. Again, another 350 to 400 foot disc. And then just something fun I have in the bag is a Vea from Infinite, got the Calvin Heimbrick stamp on it. Flies similar to the Vengeance, just a backup to have in case I lose it, but flies very similar. Last but not least, my approach / mid-ranges. My absolute probably favorite disc I have in my bag right now. Did a video on it, so go watch that. It's my Champion Toro for approach shots, any kind of approach, backhand, forehand, within, 100 to 200 feet. If you need something that you're confident in to throw up to the basket, I definitely encourage getting a Champion Toro. My favorite mid-range to throw is a Compass. Got a cool martial arts stamp die on it. Definitely a stable straight thrower that I have had in the bag for about a year or two. Love throwing this thing on a lot of different holes. Can get it to go 3 to 350. It just holds dead straight if I throw it flat with a little bit of an ante on it as well. Or if I need something to hyzer, throw it on a hyzer and it'll hold that line. Definitely encourage getting a Compass. A video I did not too long ago also is the Silent Cruiser mid-range from Soon Sports. Definitely more on the understable side of mid-ranges. 5.50, -2.5, but because of the base type plastic, it flies a lot like my Terra. Just throw it straight, gives it a little bit of turn, come back. Definitely love throwing this. And then my last one I got not too long ago is a custom vinyl stamp. The stamp is really holding on well after throwing it a bunch. Infinite Tomb, no pun intended. Haven't really thrown this a bunch. Flies a little bit more stable than my Compass, just to back up for it. But really love throwing this disc as well. So that's my bag. That's my sponsor for 2024. The bag I'm using is the Eagle McMahon AX5. Been using it about 6-7 months now. I've had grip bags for 5 or 6 years, maybe a little bit longer. Love having the grip bag. They're very comfortable on the back. They don't really break on the bottom easily, and they're just nice and comfortable and sturdy, and they hold together really well. So that's it. I will see you guys next time, and have a great day. Bye.